Hi guys, welcome to Happy Visas. My name is Philip Port and I've been asked the question, should I buy property in Moscow or should I buy property in Russia in general? If you would have asked me this a year ago, I would definitely say it's a buying opportunity. Maybe 18 months ago, I was definitely said buy, buy, buy. Now I think hold the property. And I'll explain why. Your rental income is about 3.5%, but you've got all the hassles, you've got the insurance, you've got the taxes, you've got all them, issues. So why would you buy when you could rent at 3.5% and purchase government bonds? You'd call them treasury bonds in America or gilt bonds in England or euro bonds. You just buy Russian treasury or Russian bonds, sorry, and get 16% interest. The 1 year bond, the 52-week bond, is paying about 18%. So you're going to be about 15% better off. Now the central bank rate, the government bank rate is 21%. So, if you wanted to take a mortgage or an hypotheca in Russia, you're looking at about 25-26%, I guess, unless you can get a government subsidized mortgage, like a family mortgage for about 6-7%. So, that's why I'm saying it's better to hold, not to buy, not to sell. Now, a lot of construction companies, there is a lot of building and they cannot stop. Moscow is a huge city and the metro is expanding and expanding and expanding. So they keep building and building and building. So there is a lot of property in the last year become available on the market, new property. And, it's quite far from Moscow, some of it, but it's on the metro. So you jump on a metro and you can be in the center of Moscow in 30 minutes. So that's another reason they build up in Moscow. So you only need a small plot of land to, build a 500, 600 flats. And that's what's happening. These builders cannot, or these construction companies cannot afford to stop. They've got the staff, they've got the overheads, so they just keep building and building and building because prices are a record high in rubles, not in dollars. So yeah, they just building, a lot of property coming onto the market. Why would you buy when you can rent at 3.5%? Some might even get a better deal at 2% on a top-end luxury flat. There's no point to buy at the moment. And as I've said, they keep extending the metro. So people are building wherever there's a metro, new metro, they build, and people commute. They're happy with a 30-minute journey on the metro. So yeah, if you would have asked me a year and a half ago, I would have definitely said buy. The other problem is the ruble in the last few weeks has got really strong. It's up 35% against the dollar. Soon that will catch up on the Russian property market. Subconsciously in the back of the mind, they're always looking at the international rates, and properties looking in dollar terms quite expensive in Moscow, or at least fair value, let's say. Whereas 3 months ago, it was looking ridiculously cheap. So in dollar terms, it shot up 35% in price. That's another reason why I've changed my mind, on buying and selling. Just hold. If you're not in the market, just rent. Put it in government bonds. Get that 15-16%. That's what I would do. Quick overview on the property market. Thank you for watching this channel. Please subscribe. Please buy me a coffee if you can as well. Cheers, guys.